All right, so Joy-Ann Reid, former MSNBC host, as you all know, one of the main reasons she was let go is because she was actually good on the issue of Gaza. She would call out the war crimes and the atrocities that the Israeli government were committing in Gaza, and she was very unapologetic about that fact. And as you all know, in corporate media, that's not really welcomed. So they eventually let her go. Well, now she's a little more free than perhaps she was previously. And as you're about to see here, perhaps she was hiding her power level a little bit, because what you're about to see here is a masterclass in taking on the warmongering lunatics of mainstream media. So, of course, they're talking about Iran here, and you're going to hear all the old school war on terror, stupid talking points brought up by the warmongers, where, oh, they hate us for our freedom, they're Islamists, blah, blah, like the whole shtick. And Joy-Ann Reid just masterfully dismantles their nonsense. Let's watch.
Understand that the United States plays an important role in the world. I am thrilled that the United States is trying to police the proliferation of nuclear weapons. Imagine what the world would look like if it was otherwise.
And I think that will say
away
the United States would still be the only country that has ever bombed another country with nuclear weapons. And let me ask you one question. Why did the Iran hostage crisis take place?
So certainly,
I'm asking you fundamentalist radicals took over the government who hate the West.
Why did they take over the government? Why?
Because they're religious jihadis who want to eliminate Western society.
Why?
Before she responds to that, let me just point out, this person has no idea what they're talking about, and they should never be allowed on TV ever again to talk anything political. Literally anybody who refers to the Iranian government or, Iranian extremists as, quote, jihadis, they know less than nothing. They're total Islamophobic, bigoted hacks who don't realize that Islamic extremists or jihadis, those are the Sunni extremists. Those are the Salafists, the Wahhabists. You don't have... Shia jihad is not a thing. Al-Qaeda and ISIS, these are Salafist groups. That's a sect of extremist Sunni Islam. We're talking about, with Iran, it's a Shia theocracy. Totally different. And he doesn't know he doesn't care. This is like when George W. Bush invaded Iraq and had to be told there's Sunni and Shia and Kurds in Iraq. He didn't know. Before he made a decision which would break the region and light it on fire and ruin millions of lives, he's like, oh, I didn't know that. Well, then maybe you shouldn't have made the fucking decision. So here we are again. Oh, they hate us because of our freedom and because they're jihadists. Look at Joy-Ann Reid's face here. Oh, this is going to get much, much better. Ready? Wait for it.
Radicals took over the government who hate the West.
Why did they take over the government? Why?
Because they're religious jihadis who want to eliminate Western society.
They hate our way of life. They hate our way of life.
Or they overthrew...
He said, they hate our way of life. Could you imagine that being a satisfactory answer to your question? Like, seriously, if you are at all a thoughtful person and you hear that, you got to go, that doesn't sound quite right. There's a lot of people whose lifestyle I don't like. That doesn't lead to, like, military conflict, right? Is that really a satisfactory answer to you? If it is, I'm sorry, you're just a dunce. You're just a simpleton. But here we go, watch.
Or they overthrew the Shah of Iran, who we imposed on Iran because the Dulles brothers, one at the CIA and one at the State Department, decided that the oil beneath the soil of Iran belonged to BP and belonged to us. And when Mossadegh, who was the leader of Iran, the democratically elected leader of Iran, said that we would like to audit BP because we want to know if you are cheating us or paying the people of Iran based on the oil under their soil. And they said, you may not audit us. And then we overthrew him and he wound up dying in prison because we decided that we, in our arrogance as a country, got to own their oil.
So
and wait a minute, no, one moment. And so the hatred of the United States had to do with the hatred of the Shah, who brutally repressed the people of Iran for 26 years until he was overthrown within Iran because he was not their natural king. They didn't want a king any more than we wanted a king. The bottom line is the arrogance of the United States' foreign policy. We act as if people act in a vacuum, and that nothing we do has ever led to the hatred of us in other countries. And I'm not saying that hostages should be taken, but you just said because they hate our freedoms. Well, that's BS.
They hate the Western world.
Oh, she killed him. And I'll take it a step further to give you guys a little bit of a history lesson here. The reason why the revolution was Islamic in nature and it became a theocracy in Iran is because one of the few areas that the Shah was not spying was the mosques. So you can organize in the mosques to overthrow the despotic tyrant dictator who has sold out to the West and gives them all of your cheap oil. So what she did, understand something. What she just did here was she delivered a history lesson to a bunch of propagandist hacks who don't know their ass from their elbow. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. I love that. We got to try to get Joyanne Reid on Crystal Kyle and Friends. That would be a really awesome conversation. But clearly, look, she knows her history. She knows her history in the region. That's exactly right. I don't know about you guys, but if there was a country that put a dictator in control of our country for 26 years, and that led to torture, that led to political prisoners, that led to all these problems, right? Would I chant death to that country? I could see myself doing that. I could see, and that's where the death to America comes from. That's where the death to Israel comes from. Israel's been open about wanting to bomb Iran and destroy their civilian nuclear technology and all that stuff for so long. Yeah, well, if somebody keeps fucking with you, eventually you're like, fuck you too, right? And so I could see myself doing that. And so that's where the whole debt to America thing comes from. It's not, oh, they hate us for our freedom and all the Bush era nonsense things that everybody realized was stupid eventually. Everybody woke up to the Iraq war being an absolute catastrophe. But now we're going through the same BS again when it comes to Iran. And here they are. Oh, they hate us for our freedoms. They hate us because they're evil. They hate us because they're jihadists. These people don't know anything. And Joyanne Reid just ran circles around them and gave them a history lesson. And by the way, will they absorb even a single word of what she said and readjust? Do not hold your breath, because these are paid liars. They are paid to go out there and say the dumb shit that they said. Hey, y'all, do me a favor and like and subscribe. It helps out big time in the algorithm. Click the bell as well for notifications when videos drop. And watch that video on screen right now. You know you want to.